Hey, what's up, Joseph? Quick demo video for you for your Korbanth Revan. This is installed with the CFX. I was not able to put the Korbanth on here that you had asked me to do. I don't have the proper threading tool for it, and I just didn't feel comfortable doing it. But something I did do is I left more than enough room on the back so somebody else could do it for you. It's just not something I wanted to chance. Okay, but it's a 2-button setup, so when these two switches are facing upwards, the one on your left hand side is your activation and the one on the right is the auxiliary. I've got your blade plug in here for now. You can see your CC Saber's lit PCB there right through the blade plug, so that's cool. I wanted to show you how this lit up and show you that there was plenty of room for it to fit and be flush with your emitter. Actually, it goes down probably about a 1/4 inch more, but you just want it flush, so that's how it is right now. This saber was extreme cram foo to get the CFX in here. What you want to do is just unscrew the handle. It's not as bad with a battery out of it. And I'll show you the chassis real quick. So the chassis is short, right? So you have plenty of sound resonance. Also, if I put this handle right here, you can see how much room is in the back for a Korbanth. So somebody could drill and tap that for you. Okay, plenty of room back there, and you won't interfere with the speaker. Probably, if I had to guess, I'd say about 1.5 inches worth of room. All right, so we'll put that off to the side. And then here is your chassis. So in order to stack the battery and the board on this guy, it was just extremely tight, right? I had to go through and I sanded some of the silicone coating on this one piece right here on the circuit board just a little bit. I did adhese the board down to the shelf, but you can get to everything right here without lifting the board. You can see it from there. You do have removable battery setup. So my wires are as neat as I could make them, right? But you will see some because I had to take some of the battery channel out of here in order to fit everything. So the underside of the board is visible. You have a 24 millimeter Smuggler's Outpost speaker. It is fully enclosed, so it sounds really good. All right. And then your battery. So on this battery, I've taken the sticker off of it. And it is important how you put this on. So when you look at this, and it might be hard to see on camera, it always is, but when you get it in person, you'll notice there is a piece of metal underneath this wrap that goes from one side to the other, all right, all the way the length of the battery. It's just not, it barely shows up there on camera. Okay, but that needs to face outside of the chassis. All right, so let me show you what I mean by that real quick. I've got that piece of metal right there on the outside of the chassis, right on the edge of it. Okay, and that's how this needs to go, because when you go to put this handle on, I mean, everything about it is just super tight. All right, and the more you do it, it'll go on easier, but for right now, super tight. It's okay. And it's going on fine now, but I just want you to be aware of that. Don't throw the battery in any way, and then don't go slamming this handle on. Just be a little careful with it when you put it on, and everything will work out fine. So when we get that in, we can hit activation. So your LEDs are lighting up. You can see your blade plug is super lit up. It's made out of like a solid polycarbonate piece, which I'll take out and show you here in a second. Auxiliary is over here. Blade lock up, right? And we turn it off like that. And we'll go ahead and we'll take your blade plug out. You do have one set screw over here in the back, 180 degrees from your switches right here, all right? Don't mess with that guy. That's your chassis retention. So leave that one alone. We'll just mess with the set screw right near the emitter. And then when I take this out, this is your blade plug. So solid polycarbonate. And it fits in there fine. I made sure that was recessed nice. What you see in there is the 2 tactile switches for your switches, obviously, and then your plungers are just resting on top of them. That's how I had to do that in order to slide this chassis in, all right? But you can see if I put this in and didn't lock it down, it actually drops in there about a 1/4 inch more than it should, right? So plenty of room there, especially for blade depth. So we'll put a blade in this guy. It does take a 1-inch diameter neopixel blade. We'll lock it down. And of course, you just got the 1 blade retention, which is plenty right here. Okay, there is an Allen key that comes with your saber, and I'll make sure that it goes back out with your saber as well. It's in this bag right here. Once we get that blade in there, we could turn the saber on. This does just have the stock font package on it. So you got good flash on class. Blaster bolt. Blade lockup. Now if you want to change color, you just hold down the auxiliary and twist your wrist. You'll hear that, and now you can just twist the saber and cycle through some different colors. Maybe if we want this green, we hit power. Now we got a green blade, just like that. I also put some different blade effects on here for you. So again, hold down aux and twist your wrist, but this time keep the button held down.
Spectrum.
Keep holding it.
Blade profiles.
Blade profiles. Now again, you can twist the saber and cycle through different blade effects. Some of them show up on camera better than others. Go through a few more. We like that, we just hit power. That's got a little bit of a trace when it retracts, and again when it ignites. A bit of a rainbow trace. And there's roughly, I think, like 12 on there that you can play with, or you can change them if you want, right? I just wanted to give you something out of the box that was pretty cool to mess with. To change sound fonts, obviously, just hold down auxiliary.
Sound bank selection.
And use either button to cycle up or down.
Crystal focus. Crystal focus.
Nebula.
Find one you like, hold down a button. Just like that. And then we'll go ahead and turn this light on and take the blade out. So yeah, everything's working like it should. The only thing I'd say to watch out for is just the battery orientation when you put it in the chassis, because it is tight, and then everything else will be fine. Okay, and then we'll just go ahead and we'll unscrew this handle. Very easy to take the battery out. Pop this all the way out. Come over here from the positive side by the speaker. You should be able to pop it out with your finger just like that. So that is pretty much your Revan. Let me know if you got any questions. And if not, I will try to get this out in the mail to you by tomorrow. Okay? Thanks.